Okay, first period today, I would like you to work on a DNA fingerprinting activity. This is the third link at the bottom of chapter 12 on Blackboard, and it's called Who Ate the Cheese? Go to Blackboard so that you can read the activity. Chapter 12, DNA, just like where you found that create a DNA fingerprint in the PowerPoint, it's the last link called DNA fingerprinting activity. Because I'm not here, I wanted to run down through how to do the activity. Read through the introduction here on your own, but it talks about using restriction enzymes, something that we reviewed yesterday, so pay attention to that. The objectives, it says here, in this simulation you will examine DNA fragments that were found at the crime scene to determine who is responsible for eating the Queen's special imported Lindenberger cheese. Yes, the stinky cheese. You will model the process of electrophoresis and DNA fingerprinting. So here is the Royal Guard report, just to make it fun, with the funny names. There's a theft, pending DNA results, properties of rare cheese, burglary data, talks about ligase dusted for fingerprints, which is an enzyme. And then there's Edna enzyme, the lab technician looking for saliva samples. We have the suspects here. Suspect number 1 is Dubba Elix. Suspect number 2 is electrophoresis. Number 3 is adenine. Number 4 is gene ticks. And the crime lab data. When you read over this, it might help you with the questions that come after the activity. So here's the procedure written below. Separate each DNA sample from the rest by cutting between them in the blank area. Leave the label on each sample so you know whose DNA sample it is. We're going to do the first one together, and notice that for each one you're looking for this particular sequence. The restriction enzyme that we are using cuts at every point. It finds CCGG, and you cut in between the C and the G. I'll show you what I mean whenever we go through that. Okay, I'm going to switch to my flip chart here. You should have the half sheet of paper in front of you along with this paper with questions on the back. The half sheet has the crime DNA and suspects 1, 2, 3, and 4. So in all total, you're going to do 5 DNA fingerprints. So what you'll do is you're going to just scan the sequence of DNA like this from left to right. You can look at the top or the bottom, but the top is easier. And you're again looking for this sequence CCGG. You see it right here. CCGG is right here. And on the bottom, it's obviously the complement GGCC. This restriction enzyme is going to cut right down through the middle like that. Okay, so then continue to scan CCGG, CCGG. Here's another one right here, CCGG. Okay, maybe, let's see this. I think there's one more. Keep going, CCGG. There's one right here. Okay. Now you've used restriction enzymes to cut this DNA piece into fragments, actually 1, 2, 3, 4 fragments. Now you have to count the base pairs in each fragment. So that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So in this segment, there's 7 base pairs. And then continue to count. And there should be 25 in this segment. And then continue to count. There should be 17 in this fragment. And the last fragment is just 1, 2, 3, 4 base pairs. So that's like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now that you have your fragments and you have the lengths of the fragment, now you're essentially going to plot those on the gel. Okay, so we're in crime scene DNA here. We have a 4, a 7, 17. So we're going to start with a 4. So you see how the base pairs are written over here? And then here's 4. You're going to go over here and you're going to shade in this space right here. Okay. Next one is 7. So you're going to look at 7 base pairs. Then you're going to shade 7. This is the banding pattern. Then you're going to go 17, so you're going to go up to 17 and over, and then finally 25. So you're going to go up to 25, and there you have it. This is the crime scene DNA fingerprint. Done. Repeat that same process for suspects 1, 2, 3, and 4. And go back and on that piece of paper, do the same thing for suspects 1, 2, 3, and 4. Hopefully one of these will match the crime scene DNA, and you've got yourself the guilty party. When you're finished, you'll turn into the bin. You should do the paper with the fingerprints. We just did the first one together, so you'll do the next 4. On the back, answer the analysis questions. Okay, like I said, you may want to go back through that Word document on Blackboard. Reading some of the descriptions will help you answer, say, like question 2. And if not, you can always just Google and find the definitions for each. So when you're finished, turn this into the bin along with that half sheet. And then the rest of this period and next period will be yours to work on that review packet. So I'll be back tomorrow. I had a meeting up at Central today, so email me if you have any questions or concerns. But otherwise, I will see everybody tomorrow for the final. Good luck.